morning, friends. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I am Amber, and today is, I was gonna say, the last day of the month, eve of the last day of the month. So it is Vlogtober the 30th. Tomorrow is our last day of October. I don't know why I keep dwelling on October going by. I mean, it's more or less just this whole year has just gone by so fast. I can't believe I've done this now for, gosh, since April. Sorry, I'm putting away a hook and I'm like doing it really slowly for some reason. In here. Where was I going? Where was I going? Yeah, just the year. Oh, doing this since April. Yeah, so we are at now, let's see, the first day of April. April, May, June, July, August, September, and now all of October. 7 months already. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm having fun. So yesterday I went live last night. I'm gonna pull this out and work on it. I wanted to try and angle this down so you could see me. But that didn't happen very well. You can see my Walmart shirt here that I like, kind of. It's a little on the short side. I don't know why these shirts need to get shorter. But, you know, the people that make our clothing these days think they need to go less is more, right? I like actually more coverage, please. Thank you. Well, not more than what I have, but just slightly longer. Where is it going? My purple yarn is like wrapped around here. There we go. So I didn't work on this yesterday, so I figured I would maybe sit here and crochet on it while I talk to you guys. And like I said, I wanted to make it where you could see me. Let me see if I can put this down just a little bit more. So my shirt says thankful, blessed, thankful, grateful, blessed. There we go. That's a cheesy little shirt from Walmart. I saw it and I was like, I need to have that because I am truly thankful, grateful, and blessed. Truly, truly. I really have no room to complain at all. Okay, before I start crocheting on this, I want to show you the progress. I'm actually getting too big for my project bag here, so I might actually need to move it into a different bag. Well, actually no, I just have one more round of white to put on and then I can take that skein out, then I'll have more room again. But right now I'm trying to stuff this little blanket in with the 2 skeins of yarn into my Bridget bag. I call this my Bridget bag because it's made by a wonderful lady named Bridget. Queen's Crafts by Bridget. So I have put on a round of white. An awesome subscriber and friend named Emily, I believe from Emerson's Crochet, or sorry if I'm butchering your name. She's like, why don't you throw some white on there? And then I was like, ooh, I'm already throwing this watermelon on, you know, this like pinkish color. So instead of going straight to the pinkish color after the yellow, I'll throw a round or 2 of this white in just to kind of give it a little bit of a pop, you know, just for giggles. And so I said, I'll use some of my Big Twist white that I have. So I'm going to put another round of white on here, which should put me around 33 inches. And then the last 7 inches or so, well, 3 to 4 inches on all my sides, I'll have a chunk of the pink color. So I'll go around with the pink, hopefully enough times, because it's a full skein of yarn. It hasn't even been used yet, so it should at least go around a couple times. I just don't know if it'll go 3 or 4 inches. The wider you get, you know, the more yarn it takes, but I should be able to get a decent amount. I got this amount with my yellow with a small ball of yellow left over. It was actually less than this. I wound up what was left of the yellow, so it's a smaller ball than this of what was left. So I'm gonna put on that pink after I do another round of white. So I was gonna work on that today, but I was like, nah, I didn't put any rounds on this or any work on this yesterday, so I figured I would try to put around, I keep wanting to say round, I don't know why. A few stitches, we'll just go with that. I want to put in some work on this. Like my goal was to have this done by the end of October. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen. But I will get it done soon. I don't know when, but soon. Hopefully maybe this weekend. It may not be done by finish it or focus on it Friday, but I sure will try. Okay, I gotta remind myself we're doing iris stitches, not granny stitches. So, gotta remember 2, chain 1, 2. So it's a simple pattern, like super simple. And you're going into you're going into chain spaces and not actual stitches. So it's just a matter of, you know, going in the right place and making sure you have the right amount of stuff. I need to pull this out a little bit. There we go. I'm getting a little warm over here. I turned my fan down this morning because it was warm. And then I'm gonna get cool again because, like I like to say, we're in our roller coaster weather right now. Like, it was 82. I keep saying that like it's such a big deal, but really it is, because it's the end of October. We ain't in the 80s usually at the end of October. It kind of makes me a little nervous for the winter. But part of me wishes, not wishes, part of me hopes for my children that we have a better snow year than we have had. Because they love to go play in the snow. And I would love for them to be able to play in the snow, a good amount of snow this year. They like to go sledding and, you know, just playing in the snow. I don't know. What is it about snow? You know, for most people, there's just something about playing in it, you know? Being out in it. One memory I have with snow is when it's snowing and it's like 30-something degrees outside or 20-something. Like, you go out there, or no, yeah, the upper 20s, low 30s-ish. You go out there and it's like, I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, it's cold at that temperature, but it's like, for some reason, I could almost be out there in this, and this is a light shirt, right? It's just something covering my arm. Obviously having boots on my feet to keep my feet warm, and maybe, you know, something covering my ears. But there's been moments in my life when I've been outside and it's been like literally just coming down in sheets, and you're just out there and it's like there's something quiet and serene and beautiful and also not cold. You know, I'm not cold like I normally am when it's just like not snowing. Like when it's physically like the snow is coming down, like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. There's something serene and quiet about it. It's just when it happens like that. Not all the time does it happen like that, but like there's just times when it's snowing, coming down out of the sky, and it's just quiet out. Everything's quiet outside. You may hear some cars go by every once in a while, but like I'm just saying, it's just, those moments are kind of neat, you know, to just kind of sit there and reflect on the beauty of snow and the world we live in. It's really, truly beautiful. And I'm going to say the two words again, and it really, truly is, it really, truly can only have been created by a creator to me. In my opinion, it makes a lot of sense that it took an amazing creator to design the things that we see around in our world. Just how the weather works, you know, how our bodies work, how physics work, how all the different sciences, you know, and mathematics and the English language and all, actually not just the English language, all the languages, all the beauty in the languages, you know. Some of our words that we speak come out so beautifully and are poetic sounding, I guess. I don't know. I'm in a very philosophical mood this morning, apparently. I don't know if I'm coming across philosophical, but this is just how I talk to myself. Are you really truly being that way today, Amber? I don't know. So, anyway. Yeah, so today, yesterday was 80s. 82 was our high yesterday. We were in the low 80s yesterday, which is still really warm. It was warm yesterday, but super windy. Super windy. Like, we had 20-mile-an-hour wind with gusts upwards of 40. We actually had a new branch fall out of our tree that got damaged in our front yard. Thankfully, it fell when it did, and God protected the young man that was walking across the road to visit our, to come play with our kids. There's one of the kids that my kids play with was coming over to see if one of them could play, and he said he got to our mailbox when the branch fell. It was a huge branch. I mean, that's what I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, the wind yesterday was nasty. It was just windy and gusty, and it finally just took one of the branches out that had been damaged, I guess, during the storm that we had back at the end of July. And it had lasted all this time, y'all, not falling out of that tree. With, you know, we had some wind gusts. You know, we've had some windy days, but not a ton. But over time, those, you know, handful of windy days that we've had have weakened and weakened and weakened this branch, and it finally fell out. And it was a branch that still had green leaves on it. So it hadn't died yet from the damage that had been done to the tree back in July. So, but anyway, it's yet another nail in the coffin for that tree coming down sometime next year, probably. Right now we're leaving it up for some reason right now, even though it's going to come down. It's just, I don't know that it's ever going to be a good time to living in the Midwest where it's windy all the time. I don't think there's ever going to be a good time like, because we live where we live, and, you know, the different seasons of the year we go through with the storms and all the things, it's, you know, I don't know that it's ever going to be a good time to call certain businesses to have certain things done around your house, you know. But, so, anyway, yeah, the weather right now is just crazy, because it was 80 yesterday, and today it's in the 60s, 20-degree difference, and we have a 90% chance of rain, which I am holding out hope for that 90% chance that we get something. Like, it's a 90% chance we should get a drop, right? But it's a 90% chance. I don't know how widespread the rain is going to be if we get it. I was not wanting to get up this morning, y'all. Like, I I laid in my bed for another 5 minutes after my alarm went off. And I was just like, do I have to? I don't have to get up and do this. I could have just, you know, I could have taken a morning to myself, but I was like, no, I need to be a big girl. I need to get up, get my stuff done before kids get up, because it's just easier to get some of these things done without them, you know, being up. Not necessarily requiring my attention per se, but my youngest, yesterday morning I was done recording and I was sitting in my bed. He got up and comes into my room and goes, and I just immediately put my stuff down, like just turn it. I had my phone, like I used my phone, or I was using my tablet, my husband's tablet, I think, or my phone, I can't remember. I was using something to do my Bible study on, because I do it digitally, you know. I listen to, I use the Bible app. I don't know what Bible app it is. It's just a Bible app. It's literally just Bible. I think it's from Lifeway or something like that. There's a church in New York, I think, that started this app, so that way the Bible could get, you know, into the hands of everybody. As many people as possible. Anyway, I use that to listen to the Bible. Like, I'm doing a chronological Bible reading where you read the Bible in the actual order that they think it was written in. So like, you have your Bible, you know, Genesis to Revelation, and you know, that's how a lot of people read it from the beginning to the end, you know, from the first page to the last page of the Bible, just straight through. Well, I'm doing, excuse me, I'm doing a plan where it's chronological, which means the dates that it was believed to have been written in. So like, or yeah, something like that. So it starts out a little bit in Genesis, like the first, you know, few days is Genesis, and then it moves into Job for a few days, or for, you know, for the next little bit, and then I think it moves back into Genesis or something like that. So it bounces around a little bit in the order. So I listened to about 3 or 4 chapters, depending on the, you know, length of it. They kind of split it up to where it's about a certain amount of time every day, I think. I'm assuming, where you can fit it all in 365 days. And then once I'm done listening to that and, you know, following along, because it has the way the app works is you can hit play and it reads it to you, and it like follows along with where it highlights the verse that it's reading as it goes. And so I will kind of look up and down and listen and read, and then when it's done, there's a daily podcast that they've recorded. At this point, it's not like new, it's like pre-recorded at this point, where it's a year or two old. And so anyway, that doesn't matter. But I listened to the daily podcast, and it kind of gives like a commentary, so to speak, on what they believe that the reading is telling us, which I like to have that because it helps me. Because a lot of the, you know, the way the Bible is written, it's written in a way that is a little over my head in terms of like just understanding the meaning behind the words they use and stuff. So like, commentaries and Bible studies are like amazing for me because they help me to better understand what I'm listening to and reading, and not just listening to it and reading it and going, okay, I've done that, check, you know, which is kind of what I'm doing per se, but also I'm also trying to really, you know, learn. So that's why I do the commentaries. I find the different podcasts that talk about it to help me learn it better. So But anyway, what did we do yesterday besides me not complain, speak on the weather, besides it being 80? Well, yesterday was Tuesday. We had a good day. Well, we had a better day with school. I still had issues with the middle child. I don't know what his deal is. You know, in the back of my mind as a parent with him, I'm always worried about him you know, you know, and I know I'm not the only one that knows this, but there's just something about being the middle child. Like, you know, I always heard these stories growing up about like the oldest, you know, well, being the first, you know, being the number one, you know, being extra special, or the golden child, or things like this. I was the oldest. I did not perceive myself that way, but it's just how the dynamics work with kids, I guess. You know, just being the order that you're in. The middle child was usually I don't know if it was just a stereotype that the middle child seemed to be the one that was always left out or forgotten or whatever. And so I make it a point that, you know, I try to treat them all, discipline them all the same, and, you know, but also I know that they all are wound differently. You know, they're all knitted together differently, and so they're all different personalities. They all need to be handled differently. So, but also I just, for some reason, I have this little thought in the back of my head, not like constantly as I'm like making my decisions as parenting him, but, you know, I just get reminded every once in a while that, hey, you know, he's the middle child, and I don't want him to feel like he's the middle child, you know? I guess that's what it is. I'm a people pleaser even with my kids. Anyway, he was emotional yesterday with school, and just like, look, if we can't do this, we don't get technology, we don't get to play with friends. So that is something you want to do, then we need to turn our attitude around and get done what mommy asks us to do. He's so funny. Like, he thinks there's some yarn or something, like white yarn. I have to fix that now. He thinks I have started all of a sudden requiring of him to show me his work with the curriculum we use. I was like, look, dude, we've been dealing with this for a while now. I have asked you from the start that I need to see all of your work, no matter what we're using, because, well, I was like, look, I don't trust you guys. You know, you're in your bedrooms doing school. I can't see what you're doing. So, you know, I need to see your work. I need to see proof that you've done your school, you know? And that is part of your schoolwork. Like, that little activity of showing me your work and going through and making sure everything's done, that is an assignment from mommy. Like, that is my imposed assignment on you. You know, and if you can't handle showing me your work and doing your work, then guess what? Consequences get, you know, privileges and rewards get taken away. Privileges get taken away. So, anyway, we got school done. It was just, I don't know, we didn't really do a lot yesterday. We went to my daughter's orthodontist appointment. She got good news that she may very possibly be ready sooner to have her braces come off than was initially estimated. So she's excited about that, because they told her first. So when she came out and got me, because she goes into the office herself. I sit out in the parking lot with the boys, and when she's done, she comes, you know, comes to the door and goes, you know, because I have to go in there, and they talk to me about her progress and, you know, any issues that she may be having with brushing, which they didn't say anything about her brushing this time around, so she must be doing something right. And then, you know, I reschedule or I schedule for our future appointment, or our next appointment. And so she was all like, as I was coming in the door, oh, my boss would be getting them off sooner. So she's all excited about that. So hopefully when we go for our next appointment in January, she will have news of it coming off sooner rather than later than they planned. Because it was supposed to be like, I guess, 9 months from either this most recent appointment or 9 months from the last appointment. The way I read it, or it got stuck in my head for some reason, was 9 months from the last one, from 2 months ago. So they were thinking even sooner than, so like possibly, I don't know, maybe 6 months instead of 9 months. So we'll see. I don't know. So we'll see. When we go in for the next one, that's when they're gonna, I think they said they're going to, oh, what's the word I'm looking for here? They're going to discuss removal of the braces at the next appointment. Not like taking them off at that appointment, but like letting us know what they think the timeline looks like, the time frame on when they would come off. So we'll see, and I'll let you guys know. It won't be till after Christmas, because our appointment isn't till after Christmas. We go every 8 weeks, and right now the next 8-week appointment was Christmas Eve. So we went, instead of a little bit before Christmas Eve, we went after the 1st. So we're in January when our next appointment is. So she's like, oh, it kind of stinks that it's not, you know, she wanted to go in sooner. But I was like, no, it's 1 extra week that you have to wait. It's like 9 weeks instead of 8 weeks. You'll be fine. And that's an extra week of, you know, you using the bands on your teeth, on your brackets, and an extra week of, I don't know, maybe less time on your braces. Who knows? It's like, it's just a week. So yeah, she's all excited about that. And then, yeah, we just came home and hung out for a little bit, and that's when the kids came over to play, and we went out. We went to Chick-fil-A for dinner, because normally, or I shouldn't say normally, because we haven't had a normal week with dance yet, because it seems like we've been, like, every week been adding or moving our dance around because we've gotten off wait lists and stuff. Well, we went back to our original Friday Seeds Day, which is a worship dance class that she's a part of, and knows people in her Friday class. She didn't know anybody in her Tuesday Seeds class, so she wanted to go back to her Friday one. So we requested to go back to the Friday one, so she didn't have her 5 o'clock Seeds, or her Tuesday Seeds class yesterday. So we didn't have to go anywhere for that until after dinner. So we went and ate dinner. Came home, dropped everybody off. She got ready for dance. I grabbed all my stuff to take with me to do a live, because I was like, oh, I'll take them crochet and go do a live. And yeah, I didn't do any crocheting because my eye was just, it was tired, and the lighting kind of stunk, and yeah, I didn't get any crocheting done last time in my life. I just hung out and chatted with you guys and had fun talking, and I'm trying to get 2 rows done, but I don't want to take forever, because we're already at 30 minutes. So I think I'm just gonna end it here because I'm not even halfway across the row. And yeah, so that was our day, and we went to dance and had the live last night. So like I said, it was fun. I had fun. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video of me just chattering on about my day yesterday. Today's another one of those busy-ish days where I have my morning activities with my Bible study. It's our last Bible study day, which stinks. I need more. I need it every week. This Bible study only lasting 8 weeks is not enough for me. I need more. I need something in between for the 2 months that we're off, 2 or 3 months. And then we don't really have much today in terms of the whole family. So that's all I got for you today. I hope you guys have a great hump day. And don't forget, it's a beautiful day to be kind and positive, and go make something beautiful. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.